Bonjour à tous, François Mackay pour Échos du marché. Bienvenue. Cette semaine, j'ai une invitée tout à fait spectaculaire, une nouvelle jeune courtière. We're so proud to have her on the show, Mrs. Nikoleta Lazaris. Welcome. Welcome to the show.
Thank you
Échos
for
du
having
marché.
me.
It's a pleasure to have you because you're like fresh air. When we see you, like we're always like, you're smiling all the time. You remind me of me when I was young. No, still, because I'm smiling all the time like you.
Yeah.
So that's good. Yeah, and everyone at the office are like, wow, we saw Nikoleta. Now we call you Nikki.
Yes.
And we saw Nikki. She came and she's so happy. It's like really you're anxious to make a lot of sales, anxious to be a superstar realtor.
Yeah.
So, Nikki, tell us. It's okay. So I call you Nikki on the show, yeah? Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Nikki, tell us. So, what exactly brought you to real estate? Because, you know, it looks like you're not 40.
No.
So 22 years
Yes.
old. That's good. Excellent age. I think I told you I started at 21.
That's one of the reasons we resonated. Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly. So started at the same age,
Yeah.
which is super good because you're going to have an amazing career. I had a special reason to join real estate because my mom was a realtor. So like that's been the reason I chose that path.
Yeah.
What is your reason? What brought you to real estate?
So let's start, I guess, back when I was 17 when I got my first job.
Okay. I thought you were
worked-
going to say, let's start when I'm 7 years old. I was like, okay.
I mean, I did have sales experience when I was 7.
Oh, yeah? Oh.
Sales experience, we used to do something when we were younger. All our cousins would get together and
Okay.
we'd have this game we would play.
Okay.
The game was to take a household item and
Okay.
to sell it to our audience, which was our parents.
No way.
And so we'd call it commercials, so we'd all have to do commercials. It was a game for everyone else, but obviously it was not a game for me. I always had to win number one, and I always
Yeah.
had to sell cereal the best. So yeah.
Oh,
I
so
started
cereals.
So different household items.
Okay,
We take a pot.
okay.
It was anything. But I
Okay.
always
Anything
wanted
you found
to
in the
excel.
house.
Yeah, and find different niche ways to market it. So yeah.
You know what? Actually, I think it's a brilliant idea. I think teachers out there that are looking at this podcast, you know, like
Absolutely.
a sales coach should like bring your children to do that.
Yeah.
I think it's an excellent idea.
Oh,
Wow.
it was.
Next
it was
weekend
fun.
we're doing that at home. There
We
you
should do that at our meetings.
At our, yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hey. Myla, we're gonna take note of that.
Yeah.
We're starting that next.
So when
week.
I was younger, obviously I did not know that was selling. So I started in a high-end retail boutique.
Okay.
17 years old, had not worked a day in my life because I was in high chem and physics in high school. So I started a little later, joined this team, and I remember experiencing an immense amount of success right off the bat.
Could you tell us where you were working?
Yes, it was Ted Baker.
Okay, yeah,
in
Ted
the
Baker.
mall at Laval.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, so I remember my first week there, I surpassed the full-timers in sales.
Oh,
and
yeah.
my first transaction was a huge transaction.
Wow.
So I
What did
slowly
you sell?
realized clothing, high-end clothing,
Yeah.
and
So, but what was
accessories.
the expensive sell?
It was $3,300 worth
good.
of clothing at the
Okay.
time. Yeah, which
Great.
for a store was quite hefty.
Yeah, of course, absolutely,
Yes.
big sell. Yeah.
So then I worked there, and after a year or so, they promoted me to the management team.
Okay.
So I learned at a very young age how to manage people who were older than me, which
That's
was
good.
quite the challenge. But I took a humane approach to it, which made it also easy.
Okay.
And then after that, I got an opportunity. I would say I was 19 years old to join my family business,
Okay.
which was in commercial cleaning.
Okay.
So we
Commercial
would
cleaning.
Yeah, office towers, condo towers.
Okay.
So I joined as a secretary. You know, you're starting off.
Yeah.
And then another opportunity presented itself to join our sister company at the time,
Okay.
which was Condo Property Management.
Okay.
So I joined them, and I was managing condos in the operations team. And
So
sort
your
of-
family has two business, one commercial cleaning business and one in management.
So our family business is the commercial cleaning.
Okay.
But our partner was also part of a
okay.
condo management.
Okay,
Yes.
and that's how you.
That's how I joined
met.
their team.
Okay.
Fell in love with how condos work. Found it so interesting. So I continued with them. After that, Yes.
Can I ask you, as a secretary over there, were you in contacts with tenants? Was it like residential tenants? Was it commercial tenants?
So at the time when I joined the condo management, I was no longer in the secretary position. I was more so in operations. So I was in contact with all our co-owners, sometimes tenants, depending on the contract of management. So I was just in contact with everyone, and that's where I sort
of... Oh, the co-owners, of course.
Yes, exactly. In
because
the condo.
It was condo building. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
I
you
would
had to speak with them, like
and the boards and the administrative boards.
Yeah.
Yes, and I would sort of take care of their buildings operationally. So I would plan different work for them.
Yeah.
So
snow removal.
Exactly.
Any type
the
of
whole
work.
nine. Yes.
There you go.
So then after that, I went back to the cleaning side of things. And I took on
So you changed. You
I
went,
did.
Okay. You didn't like it, or?
I liked it, but I got the opportunity to be a director in our family business.
More money.
More money, more experience.
So what you're saying is you like money. Okay. No, that's good. Okay.
It was mainly for the experience. I got to be more hand on hand with my clients and be more present.
Yeah.
So I started managing my portfolio. I was taking care of the condos in the company.
Nice.
So, and it slowly became more than just cleaning to me. I would, instead of just going to inspect the building and make sure all the cleanliness levels were good, I invited my clients with me. I was like, you know what, let's do this. It wasn't something that was being done at the time, but let's go inspect together.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Just to show that honesty and that transparency.
Yeah.
And I discovered that I love client relations. I love talking to people. So my favorite aspect of the job became going for lunches with my clients, taking care of them. And just taking care of their needs.
Building that relationship, that rapport with people, and making sure that they're happy, giving them the best service that you can give them.
Exactly. And so alongside that, I fell in love with marketing, sales.
Did you have to do marketing over there, or was it mainly operations?
I decided to take on marketing as well, so I was doing a bit of both. I was handling a little bit of everything. Loved marketing, loved sales, loved taking care of my clients, loved real estate. So I told myself, I want to start my career. Why not become a real estate agent? So I took my courses, did my test, and here we are.
Okay, if we go back just a little bit, because marketing, I think that like you touched something that I also love a lot. And actually, my mentor, Craig Proctor, and I think I told this in the podcast already, but my mentor, Craig Proctor, told me once, and he tells everyone that, you know, you're not really in the real estate business, you're in the marketing business, because we need to attract customers. We need sellers, buyers and sellers, investors.
Exactly.
When you decided, when you were in the management company, real estate management company, you decided to look at the marketing aspect of it. Was it like, what type of marketing? Was it social media? Was it the newspaper? Was it to recruit, other other condo owners or tenants, or?
So at the time, I would say there was a need for marketing, mainly social media. Our website needed a bit of tweaking.
Website,
I know the term in French, but our guide des normes graphiques needed help. Visual standards guide. There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah. So I took on that role. I decided, you know what, I will do it mainly in the evenings after I took care of my operations in the daytime.
Oh, good. Yeah, you wanted to.
Yeah, and it was something I was passionate about, so I didn't mind. And so I would say mainly because there was a need for it. So I wanted our online presence to be stronger and different ways to get different contracts and offer our services. So
at the time, that company, did it add the website and the social media presence, or not at all?
The social media presence was not. It was there, but it was not as prevalent as I thought it could be. And the website was, I felt like we can make it a bit better, work with SEO, different strategies that we could put into place to make it optimal. So,
that's good. So you're already aware of SEO and stuff like that to bring the company, to bring maybe the ranking on Google higher and stuff.
With
that's
Google
good.
AdWords and
Great. Now, that led you to the real estate market. Did you know any realtor? Did you know any? Did you have friends that were realtors, or?
Only one.
Only one?
I only had one.
Okay. What's his name? Where is he?
Nick.
Nick.
I forget his his last name. He's at Engel and Volkers.
Okay.
He's doing great. He's awesome.
All right.
But I only had one friend who was a real estate agent, so I didn't quite know what I was getting myself into.
Okay.
So yeah, I just decided to take my courses. Obviously, I met
what year
friends
was
there.
that you took your course?
It was last year, so 2023.
2023. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's fairly recent.
Yes.
Did you know, like, have you heard that the market was good, not good, interest rate? Was it something you were aware of? Because I can tell you that I've been in the business for 26 years now. I'm in my 27th year.
Yeah.
Eesh, sad to say.
It's okay.
But I have gray hair to prove it. Anyway, so, and I remember back in early 2000 when the market was shifting and it was going up. The number of realtors was going up. Everyone wanted to become a realtor because everyone was saying, like, it's you make money, da-da-da. After that, the real estate courses change and our associations changed name. Mackay went to OSIC in 2010, and there was a new exam. It became much harder. And after that, the market shifted to a buyer's market, and it became harder and harder to sell homes, and the number of realtors started to go down. Now, in 2019, when it started to shift again, going back to seller's market in 2020 and during COVID, now we had a lot of people that were wanted to become brokers. They were saying like we're gonna make easy money, and now we're seeing it change again. So what were your perspective on that? Did you before you engage in the real estate class, were you thinking that it's gonna be easy? It's gonna be so? What was your view? Like if you go back a year ago, what was your view on real estate?
To be quite frank with you, I was aware of what was going on in the market. I was hearing about the interest rates. Obviously, the money is a great part of the business, but it really wasn't the determining factor for me.
Okay.
It was not about if I'm joining at the right time and will I be successful. I've always had an attitude that no matter the outside circumstances, I will make it. So
that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
And I'm really, really happy to hear that it was not based on it's going to be easier or whatever. So it was based on your passion to work with people,
And
service
help
people,
others, exactly.
help others, and be in probably the sales business, area. And so that's good. Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
that. Happy
Thank
to hear
you.
that. How did you find actually the course? Because there's a lot of people out there that are going to be looking at this podcast, future realtors. We do have a lot of people right now in our office that we call ambassadors that are future real estate brokers. And people, and a lot of them will be looking at you too at this podcast. Hi, guys. And so, and a lot of people are scared to take that course, and they're like, okay, maybe, because I get a lot of calls and texts and emails every week about people saying, you know, I saw your podcast, I saw you on TV or something, and I you look passionate about real estate, so I'm thinking about doing that too. I want to do something that I'm passionate about, but I'm scared of the real estate course. Like, is it difficult? Like for me, I don't know if even I would pass it today. I don't know.
You would.
I would. Okay, good.
You definitely would.
But tell us about that.
Yes.
How long and how hard was it?
I would say from start to exam, maybe a 9-month period, if I'm remembering correctly. The courses itself, for me personally, were easy, depending on the course.
Okay.
Talk to me about construction, a little more difficult for me.
Okay.
If you talk to me about law, my thing. I love it. Math, I excel in math.
Okay.
So, which is why I get along with Camille so well. Camille, her coach, she's awesome. So I loved law courses. Construction was a little harder. But the main challenge, the courses itself were not that difficult. For me, the main challenge, I'd say, was I was working a more than full-time job while I was taking my courses. So it was the balance
and there's a lot of people that are in your position right now that they have a full-time job. So you were taking the class when? Nighttime, weekends?
On night and on weekends. Yes, on weekends.
And what does it look like? Like, what's the hours?
So it was from 6 to 10. So I would get home from the office when I wasn't working from home, let's say at 5:30, 5:45. I'd hop in class, I'd finish at 10.
Okay.
And then repeat. And then on the weekends, we'd have class every second weekend. And then on the weekends, we didn't have class. I'd do my homework and study. So
Wow.
it was quite a busy schedule, especially because in operations, there's no 9 to 5.
Yeah.
My employees work at night. I would get calls at night. So it would be balancing the when do I answer an email versus when do I listen to my course.
And I guess it's easy when you're at home,
Yes.
listening to your computer, listening to the class. It's easy to go and maybe on your phone, check out your emails, do something else, and miss out like some great information that.
Absolutely. But I was very blessed. I had previous knowledge about condos especially.
Yeah.
So I could put that in practice in my courses as well. Studied very hard for the exam and passed it on the first shot. So I would say overall, I found them personally very easy. I don't think we should.
Everyone,
Yeah.
and Nikki's saying it. It's easy. Like just
do it. Yes.
Just do it.
You
Just
will
do
not
it.
regret
There
it.
you go.
If you have the drive and if you have the motivation, even if you're working, it's
How many nights a week? Sorry.
3 nights if I'm not
3
mistaken.
nights a week and 1 day during the weekend.
2 days during
2
the
days.
weekend. From 3 to from 10 to 3.
10 to
Yes.
3, Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
And during the daytime, weekdays,
In the
it was
nighttime.
6
to 10.
to 10.
Yes.
Still pretty late. It's 6 to 10. It's 4 hours.
Yeah, it's late, and I'm very lucky to not be a mom. I'm
Yeah.
very lucky to not, there were some mothers, and I raised my hat to them in our courses that would have to balance their work life, their school life, and their children. So,
yeah,
yeah.
especially if they're single, if they don't have the husband there and or the dad or a boyfriend. It's not easy.
It's a challenge, but yeah.
So how long did you said 9 months?
I believe so. I started in January. I passed my exam in September.
Okay.
So yeah, 9-10 months.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's not that bad, you know. It's not that long.
Yeah.
And was that considered part-time, or can someone do it faster than that?
I believe it was considered part-time. I'm not quite sure. At the time, it seemed like full-time. I think there must be some ways to do it quicker if you take it in the daytime.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's very, very good. And now you're doing your class, and for you, it's quite it's easy. You're having success with that. It's not an issue, and but now you got to choose your real estate agency.
Yes.
And how did you go about that? I think, did you get like some presentation in class?
I did.
Yes.
So you had actually presented to us. Our school was having a week where we were having different brokerages come and present to us.
There you go.
And
which school was it?
it was Collège de l'Immobilier.
Collège de l'Immobilier.
Great
There you
school.
go.
Very great experience. Great teachers. And I remember your presentation. As I said, I was working full time. You were the only one who I did not send an email, call a client during the presentation. You had my full undivided attention.
That's good.
And I was like, okay. So I sort of knew, and then I checked you guys out online. I saw the marketing mastermind behind it all. I was like, I really resonate with that.
Yeah.
And I mainly resonated with the fact that you started so young.
Yes.
And as someone who did start at 19 years old, being taken seriously despite age is something that was really important to me. So I met you on 2 occasions.
Yeah.
We discussed a few details. You asked me to start on Monday, and the rest is history. Here we are. Yeah.
You want to start on this Monday or the next Monday?
Yeah.
This Monday. Let's start
And
this
we
Monday.
shook on it. And I'm like, great. I'm part of the team.
There you go. There
so
you go.
it was mainly, I found you guys through the presentation, but it was
in school,
in school, but it was all the marketing strategies that went behind your. Loved it.
That's good. That's good. I love to hear that because. Yes. In real estate, that's always what we teach is to like this morning we had with our independent agents, we had a session, and Mila, that is in the studio here.
Yes.
Hi, Mila. Mila was there too. So for the independents, we teach them exactly what to do to attract the clients. And in the team, as you are part of the team, you see like the results of it, which is the clients coming in, but you still see all the marketing that we do, like all the posting where over 230 posts a week.
And the 90 domains you own.
And all the domain.
My little marketing nerd was like, oh my God, he owns so many websites. So cool.
So many Facebook pages as well.
Yes.
I think we at 40, 50 Facebook pages, different cities, etc. So yes, we do a lot in marketing, and I think that's like one of the major key of our success is that we're so strong in marketing. But the other key is personal relationship, and that I love that you talked about that too, because this is the most important thing. I see a lot of realtors that they're doing good, their business is good, but they never get referred. And basically that's because their client relationship is not strong enough. They didn't build it. And you can see when you go like to a restaurant or you go anywhere to maybe, to shop for some clothes, you can feel and see the difference between a great salesperson and okay one. The okay one, you're just going, okay, yeah, that was okay.
Cool.
Yeah. And I was actually talking yesterday to our staff about the fact that I'd like the girls in the front to stand up, go greet the client when they come. And they're like, you want really us to go and stand? I'm like,
absolutely.
Sure. Like Ritz-Carlton, they're going to do that. If you want to have a high-end quality service, you got to do the extra steps that are required to do that. And if you want to be a top realtor like you're going to be, well, you've got to want to do that extra step, the extra mile of doing something that most people will not do. Short story on that.
Yes.
I don't know if I said it in a podcast. If so, well, it was probably in French, and now it's in English. There you go. So I remember one day, I'm a Saturday morning. Okay. I have young kids at the time, well, younger kids, and one of my clients calls me. She just bought a house with me. We went to the notary. She hadn't just moved recently, like that same week, and she calls me and she's like, Francois, like the toilet is not working. And I'm like, okay, yeah. She says, yeah, we're trying to flush it, and it's just not working.
Wonderful.
So I'm like, okay, well, her name was Mrs. Rossi. So Mrs. Rossi, if you're there,
hope your toilet's better.
Yes, it got better actually. Okay. So my ex back then told me, I'm just gonna step out. I'm gonna go see her toilet, and she's like, why are you going to see her toilet? You don't repair anything in the house. You're not able to fix anything here. So you're going to go there, fix her toilet. I'm like, no, I'm going to go check it out. Most probably I'll tell her to call a plumber. But I'm sure that she's going to be super happy that I take the time to just go there and take a look at it. If ever I can fix it, I'll do it. But it was broken. So I went there, took a look, and I saw the little thing there was the plastic was broken. I said, oh, my God, this is broken. You need another one. It's not a big thing, but, you could call a plumber, and I think they will fix it right away. She said, oh, well, thank you so much for taking the time to come and take a look at my problem.
There you go.
Yes, and that makes the whole difference between. And now after that, she referred me tons of clients because she was super happy about the level of service she got it. And I feel the same about what you're capable of doing with clients. So sorry, this was a little story.
No,
back to you.
Great, but it's about going the extra mile. Correct me if I'm wrong, but arguably the thought process in real estate is and it's great, I agree, but it's very focused on the results. I've always lived by, there's this old sports saying, focus on the play and let the scoreboard take care of itself.
There you go.
So that's always been my motto, and even in my previous job, I'd get a call on a Sunday at 8:00 of a problem. I need to send a crew, and I'd take care of it that instant. It's really just about going the extra mile, and when you enjoy helping other people, it's fun to do.
Absolutely. And I just said just a little bit earlier, I just said like we want to be the Ritz-Carlton of real estate and give that special service. And just to tell you, one of my friends, I'm gonna say hi to her, Mrs. Nancy Forlini, Remax Solution. So Nancy brought me to the Ritz-Carlton in Laguna Beach in California back in 2012, I think, or 2013, somewhere there, around those dates. And I remember going there, and when I arrived at the hotel, maybe because of the car I was driving, the guy said, so you're coming to visit the hotel? So he was not like you're coming to sleep here, but he said you're coming to visit the hotel. So I said, yes, I'm here to visit the hotel, sir. He's like, okay, my pleasure. Let us take your car. So you're Mr. So, I say Group Mackay. In English, I say Mackay. It's easier.
Yeah, we had a discsion about that when we first met, but yes.
Yeah, because in Scotland, they say Mackay.
Exactly.
There you go.
I was corrected.
So, there you go. So, but I said Mackay there. Then, and the guy took my name. And so I walked with the group I was with at the door. And the doorman is like, welcome, Mr. Mackay. So I'm like, well, how come he knows my name? Like, so what happened? So they had a walkie-talkie, CB's there, and they were like, Mr. McKay's going.
He's coming over.
Yeah. So I opened the door, walked in, the front desk. Hi, good morning, Mr. McKay. Like, hey, hey, okay. Everyone knows my name here.
Yes.
Yeah. So you feel good about that,
Yeah.
So I'm like, the staff is amazing. It's incredible. But they made me feel good.
Mm-hmm.
So even if I was maybe not feeling good this morning, they brought me up, and now I was feeling super good about my day. Even I'm walking, we're visiting the bar. So having a little drink.
Why the quotation marks?
The bar. So took a little drink, and after I'm going to the bathroom. So I'm looking around, and there's an employee that passes by. He sees me, and he's like, sorry, sir, can I help you? I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for the bathroom, because he saw that I was looking around. So he said, yeah, I'm looking for the bathroom. So he's like, okay, well, come with me. I said, just let me know. No, he says, come with me. Most people in any hotel, or they would have said, go straight, turn right, turn left, over there.
Yeah.
That's it. Ciao, bye. And most employees would have said, he's looking for something. I'm not helping him. But then they saw someone that's looking like that. They knew I was looking for something, and they brought me exactly to the place I wanted to go. Fantastic service. So this is one thing that also I try to coach my agent on, to doing that extra mile, doing just a little bit more than is required by the client or by the technical standard of our industry.
Absolutely. Very important. And even with I've only been with the agency for a month or so now, a month and a half. But with the clients I do have right now, because I do have a fair share, there's on Matrix, which is our platform to look for properties, more often than not, I do activate the concierge function, just because I know when I get to a certain level, it won't be doable. But I do enjoy finding that custom property for my clients and shooting them a call and being like, hey, check this out. So it's really about not opting for the easy route and just thinking what could be best for them.
Exactly. That's amazing. So tell us, so you've just said it, that you've been with us for like a month and a half. So what's happening? So how do you find that? That's your first month. You just started. So what do you think about it?
I'm not being paid to say this, but
No.
nothing but positive things to say.
Okay.
When we had first met, you told me your training is top notch, which was very important for me. I was coming into the agency like a sponge. I wanted to absorb the most information I can. I have a certain sales background previously, but I'm in a brand new industry. Yeah. So the training we go through as new agents is phenomenal. 2 full weeks of training, learning our CRM, Follow-Up Boss, training with our success coaches who are each specialized in different areas. So I truly, once I started, and everything I've been taught, I've been put into practice, and I truly owe a lot to them. So our coaches are fantastic.
That's
our
good.
Training is fantastic, and my experience thus far has been great.
And you see like all the leads that are being generated.
Yes, the leads, and they're leads of quality. Yeah. Which was one of my surprises. I thought it'd be a little more cold calling. Yeah. But people have a genuine interest to be helped. Yeah. So just get calling if you're a new broker, and just offer your services and your help, and it's been phenomenal. It's been really great. So yeah, the leads are quality. Amazing. And I'm happy that you're talking about our coaches as well, because like this is something that I'm really proud of having put together is those coaches, because I come from a background at McDonald's. Oh, well, they have great training there. There you go, great training. Yeah. And when I think I was working there at 17, 18 years old,
and I became a team leader, a coach, a trainer, team leader, assistant manager. So they had like we could have different be responsible for different position, and we could like step up in the ladder of success over there.
Yes.
So I wanted to do the same thing at Group Mackay and say, okay, you know what? There's different positions that you can take on if you'd like, and that's going to be. And for some people, after you've been doing that for a while, you like to share your experience with others, and we see that our coaches are not our people. Every one of them, well, most of them came to me and asked me to be a coach.
Okay.
Or the two of them, I was just so shocked about the way they were helping. Three of them, they were helping out each other. There are 6 coaches. 3 of them, I saw them like working in the real estate agency. I saw them helping people. I'm like, what are these guys doing? Like they're helping people, and they were so good at doing that. I said, you know what? Do you want to be a coach? You know, like you're helping people without asking for nothing in return.
Yeah.
So, and I think you should get paid. You should get something out of that. You should get rewarded for that. And I named them coach. So we got 6 coaches now. And like you said, everyone has got a special expertise.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
They do. And that's another thing that I just loved about the agency. I'm someone who always needs a challenge.
Yeah.
So when I master a certain expertise, I'd like to move on to the next.
Yeah.
And just seeing how many steps we could climb in Mackay, and just what levels we could reach. I mean, I told you the first day we met, I want to open an office with you.
That's it, exactly. Yeah, we got the
Yeah, so no, it's
success ladder there.
Exactly, and it's very motivating, and our coaches are phenomenal. They're great.
Amazing. And tell me, how do you see the social media? What kind of impact are you like? So you're 22.
Yes.
Is that something that you use right now, or is it something that you want to do more of? And what's your?
I do want to do more of, because I come from an industry where my presence on social media was better kept low key. It's going to be something that I need to take on now, making sure my presence is higher and marketing myself a little more.
Okay.
It's the complete opposite of what I was doing before. I was very hidden on social media beforehand. So it's definitely something I want to do more of. And it's such a great tool. We are so lucky to have the presence of the internet to help us.
Absolutely.
So if it would arguably be silly to not utilize that to its fullest potential. So I'm definitely going to be upping my social media game.
Perfect. So we will watch you. So what is your name on? Is it Nikoleta?
So it's Nikki Lazaris on Instagram.
Nikki Lazaris
on LinkedIn. Nikki Lazaris on Facebook.
There you go.
So you can contact me if you need any more information.
Absolutely, for sure. And you know, like this podcast, we have buyers, sellers,
absolutely,
investors that are looking to do that. People that want to refinance, or even like if you have building apartments, you're looking to lease, you're looking for tenants, Nikki here can help you with that.
Absolutely.
So of course we everyone that's looking at this podcast, if you want to contact Nikki over social media or at the office, 514-637-9755. There you go. So Nikki, tell us, what is so right now, how do you feel the market is going? Like so is it going well, and where is it going in 2024?
Yes, I definitely feel like it's picking up.
Yep.
I think the reality of the interest rates is kicking in for many buyers.
Right.
And the season is just, I mean, we're entering the busiest season of real
Exactly.
estate. Families are ready to get settled in before the school year starts. The weather motivates us all when there's no snow on the ground, although today we had some snow. So I definitely feel as though we're going to have a great year. And
And what are you expecting? Like, what can we expect from Nikki this year? You're gonna how many deals?
Oh my God,
36?
Like
50?
I told you, I don't want to put a number on it. I just want to help people. No, I'm just kidding. I'm ready to reach my maximum potential.
Right.
My only competition is myself.
Right.
Type of mindset. So considering it's my first year, how many deals would I want to make? As many as possible. Let's leave it open.
Let's leave it open, but let's say minimum 36.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
totally. Yeah.
Well, Nikki, I'm going to wish you a lot of success, tremendous
Thank
success
you.
in your career. I know you're going to be a wonderful real estate broker.
Thank
really
you.
happy to have you on board too.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for being here today.
Yes,
I think it was a real
absolutely.
pleasure.
Thank you, Frank.
So thank you everyone for being here. I'm wishing you a great weekend and see you next time.